Hello, all. Hello. Bloomin' Cheesa here. Okay, this video is a little bit different. I decided to. I like cars, and I went and I joined up with a group called Drive Type. Very cool. You get all the information about new cars, stuff like that. And they had an article about cars, Pixar Cars, the movie, and the scenes that they cut from it. I really did like it, and I thought I would share the article here. Put the link down below. Hope you guys do like something different, something you don't see. Is this a different perspective of the deleted scenes from Cars, the movie? Here we go. Just so everyone knows, this video was recorded and then voiced over afterwards because the audio was not working when I was doing my video of my screen. It might not work. I can still work around it by doing this, the voiceover. The deleted scenes of Pixar's Cars are scary. As scary as they were made me further invested into the movie. Living in the 2000s as an insolent and elementary school student, Cars was my favorite animated film and also one of my favorite car films, along with the Fast and the Furious series, the Italian Job, and then Transporter series. And yes, I was less than 10 and I had all of them on DVD. The incredible opening shot of Lightning McQueen revving up his engine on stage, the dramatic race scenes, Doc Hudson's spectacular drift in the Radiator Springs, and the comical, charming, and dialectic story still captivates me to watch it on repeat. Cars, compared to many Disney films, doesn't really contain many violent or gruesome scenes, with the most brutal scene being Chick Hicks getting shredded and turned into a goo by combine harvester named Frank in McQueen's dream. My recent encounter with the deleted scenes of Cars, however, made me realize that Cars could have been quite a horrifying film, which makes it much more interesting since people barely associate horror with Pixar. And for the total 5 deleted scenes, my 2 favorites were The Lost and Community Service. The last photo that you just seen, or the artwork, was about Lost, which is about Lightning trying to return to the interstate only to end up in the graveyard filled with scrapped cars. McQueen constantly screams as he keeps ending up coming across eyeless, rusty cars that have been taken over by vines and trees. While the scene is only left in storyboard format, I can't help but wondering how frightening the scene would have been if it was fully animated. The close-up of the scrapped cars and that stuck by trees and hearing the hysteric scream of the rusted radiator grill at the end would have been a traumatizing sequence for both automobiles and the audience, especially when considering the car looked at scrapped cars hung by trees and vines is equivalent to a person finding random hanging corpses. The photo you just seen, or artwork, was about community service. This, however, tops the horror factor with bizarre settings, fulsome screaming, and dismal story. The scene is about Lightning McQueen's nightmare of becoming a steamroller to do community service of doing road work, while Mater borrows McQueen's body and does shenanigans before Mac comes to Radiator Springs and picks Mater up, leaving McQueen helplessly watch over his career getting stolen. Not only does it feel bizarre to hear about the setting of having one's body changed by engine swaps, but I also couldn't help feeling sorry to hear McQueen scream like a protagonist in movies and video games and forlornly yell about his life and everyone in disbelief and mockery. Everyone showing disbelief and mockery. The scene, while only being a dream, is enough to disturb the audience deeply because getting mocked while desperately trying for help is not a pleasant experience for anyone. As such a horrifying experience, I only wish these scenes to be included in the final cut of the film. While having horror elements doesn't suddenly make the film better, and some audience may complain about the horror factor, I think Pixar could have made multifarious film by these elements and make Cars and more memorable even to not car people. Though not by the reasons related to automobiles, I admit. Moreover, as the Cars merchandise sales exceeded 10 billion already in 2011, and that Cars 2 is a mix-up of John Wick and the Fast and Furious of 2010, I can't help myself but demand full animations of these deleted scenes. That was a nice article, by the way. A little bit of a fresh, different take. And I know for sure on Disney Plus, they have those deleted sketch scenes that were a lot more gruesome than what the original film was, and they cut them because of the fact they wanted a lower rating. You know, you didn't want to have a chance to have a slap on of, let's say, PG-13 or something like that because of horror aspects in the animation. I understand that, but they could have made it a little bit better by making it into like an adult version, maybe, that make sure that kids don't watch it, you know. Put a little disclaimer beforehand, show the full animation of those, which would have been cool to see. Hope you guys do like. Hope you guys do comment. Hope you guys do subscribe.